excited about Vacation Bible School? Well, good deal. We have a lot planned for you. Tonight, we're getting started. We had a class this morning, but we didn't do the VBS. But we've got 2 skits to do today, so we're going to try to work them in. So we might be a little off schedule by the time it gets done today. We're going to try to do as much as we can. What I'd like to do is we're going to sing the books of the Bible, then we'll have our first skit. Wanted to say, you can look but don't touch this up here, okay? Look but don't touch. So teachers, if you can help me out, make sure the kids don't touch. And also, if you can, the attendance sheets are inside, just inside your doors. And so when you get to your classroom time, the schedule's printed out somewhere in your classroom, or I'll probably give it to you. And if you will be sure to fill that out, Richard's going to try to come by probably about 10 minutes after class starts. But I thought what we'd do, just to get started, before we do anything else, pay no regard to that gentleman over there. You don't know him. But I thought we'd sing the books of the Bible real quick, and then we'll begin our first skit, okay? Now some of you, many of you know it. We've come to Bible Booster. Let's do the books of the Old Testament first. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st Kings, 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalm, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentation, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and the last book, Malachi. Okay, anybody know how many books in the Bible? How many?
69.
No, close.
66.
66 is the correct answer. How many books in the New Testament? You know? How many? 27 is correct. Good job. And so how many books in the Old Testament? 39 is correct. So a total of 66. Okay, let's sing the New Testament real quick, then we'll have our skit, our first one. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts and letters, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians and Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus and Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st and 2nd and 3rd John, Jude and Revelation. That's odd. Oh, good, you're here. You are the sailors who are signing on to be crew on the Alpha and Omega, aren't you?
Yes. Yes.
You don't seem too sure. Why don't I explain so you can make an informed decision? You see, I am Commander Abel, captain of the fair ship, Alpha and Omega. My first mate is my sister Zia. Together we have sailed these wild seas for many years, transporting cargo and passengers and searching for adventure. Just this week, an adventure fell right in our laps. A young man named Matteo and his friend Chloe sought us out as we docked in the harbor of Tranquility. Matteo has found a map that promises riches untold. He has hired my sister and me to help them decipher the clues on the map and sail to find treasures. Zia has gone with Matteo and Chloe to the marketplace. here in the harbor of Tranquility to buy supplies. As soon as they return, we are going to weigh anchor, but we need a few more crew members. That's why you're here. Would you like to join the crew of the Alpha and Omega? Yeah! I couldn't hear you. What'd you say? You ready? Mario, good. I've taken on this hardy-looking group of sailors.
Great. Welcome aboard.
Were you, Zia, and Chloe able to find everything we need for our voyage?
Yeah, deliverers should start arriving soon. Zia and Chloe wanted to make one more stop. I thought I would come back and help you load supplies.
Thanks, Mario. While we wait, would you mind looking at this? I just discovered something on this map you brought. You see, Mario, after looking at this map more closely, I think that the first treasure is right here in the harbor of Tranquility. In fact, if my calculations are correct, I think I know exactly where it is. Follow me.
I can't believe it. We haven't even set sail yet, and already we have found the first treasure.
Captain Capsize, will you never learn?
Who?
Surely you've heard of me.
Nope.
The most dreadful pirate of our time.
Nuh-uh.
The captain of the fearsome flotsam.
Afraid not.
Well, have you heard of my unrivaled hat collection? I'm the best dressed pirate of the seven seas.
Best dressed? Certainly the most memorably dressed.
Well, thank you.
Captain Capsize, what were you trying to do?
I was trying to steal your treasure, of course. That's what pirates do. Arr. Arr. I heard you guys talking about the treasure map, and I thought I'd come check it out. So what's in the treasure chest? Gold, jewels, a nice new straw hat.
You have a real hat problem, you know. It's actually a scroll.
A scroll?
Looks like it's a verse from the Bible.
The what now?
The Bible. It's a verse from John. I am the bread of life.
The bread of life. Maybe that's a clue. I've seen some rocks that look like loaves of bread.
No, Captain Capsize. I think this verse is the treasure.
Treasure? Treasure is a ruby necklace. Treasure is a bag of gold doubloons. Treasure is a particularly fine fedora. Treasure's not some old scroll with some words scribbled on it.
Earthly treasure is gold and gems, but what we are seeking is not earthly treasure.
What other kind of treasure is there?
You see, I found this map. On the back of the map was this poem. Blessings unnumbered, wealth untold, value that cannot be denied, worth so much more than silver or gold. That is the treasure that's mine.
Worth more than silver and gold? Well, there's nothing worth more than silver and gold, unless it maybe is emeralds and diamonds. Oh, I know. A nice silk top hat with an emerald satin band and a diamond stick pin. Now that's a real treasure.
That's earthly treasure. I have a feeling the treasure we are seeking is worth much more than a fancy hat. Look, Mario, that's the verse that's back on the map. On the back of the map. It's on the scroll as well. I think we're on the right track. There's another verse here. Riches in Jesus. Riches in Jesus. Nothing that no one can compare. Riches in Jesus, riches I'll gladly share.
Jesus? Where is this Jesus? I've never seen an island on my map named Jesus.
Jesus isn't a where. Jesus is a who.
What?
No, not what. Who? Who?
Are you some kind of owl, lad?
Jesus isn't an island. Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus came to earth to live as a man and died for our sins so that we might be able to live in heaven with him one day. This verse is from the book of John in the Bible. The book of John tells us about Jesus, how he came to earth, how he lived, and how he said, how he died, how he was raised to live again.
Wow, I haven't heard of Jesus, but I've heard of Jesus, but I didn't know all of that. You said that scroll is from the book of John?
Yes, it's from John 6:35. One of the I am statements that Jesus made while Jesus was on earth. He was trying to tell people who he was and show people how to live so they could carry on his work after he was gone. True joy and peace come from knowing Jesus and living the way he has shown us. In his I am statements, Jesus was trying to tell us about the treasures he wants to give us.
He's giving away treasure for free.
So what does that mean on the bread of life?
It means that he will provide for all our needs. Jesus is like the harbor of tranquility. He provides everything we need to continue on our journey. And we can have peace knowing that he will provide for us. That is great treasure indeed. There's a story in John that shows how Jesus cared for the needs of over 5,000 people who were following him by feeding them. My Bible is in my cabin. Let me go get it and I'll show you.
You'll never capture Captain Capsize. You'll never capture Captain Capsize.
Oh, Captain, were you the one that tangled yourself in those?
Don't be trying to confuse me with facts. The map is mine, and soon the treasure will be mine too.
Captain, you can join us on our voyage if you want to. It's like the verse on the back of the scroll said, there are treasures we will gladly share.
I know that scroll is just a ruse to try to throw me off the trail of the treasure. I'll steal your treasure yet.
Come on, Matthew, we'll read that story from John after we set sail. I think I see Chloe and Zia. Our supplies won't be too far behind. We need to make sure the cargo area is ready to receive all our provisions.
Aren't you worried that you stole our map?
Nah, that was just a copy. Okay, we'll hear more from Captain Capsize. That was from our lesson this morning. Jesus feeding 5,000 men plus women and children. And I'm sure there might be some review in your lesson, but our lesson tonight will be a little different and we'll talk about it. I thought we'd learn a song. I don't know if you know it. How many know the hippo song? Oh, I have 3. Okay, I want to tell you, you can't do this sitting down, so quietly stand where you're at. Okay, now this one requires a few hand gestures, so make sure you're not going to hit your neighbor with your elbows. Okay? Okay. And the song is simple, but the trick is it's supposed to go faster as you go. It goes, in the beginning, God made the sea and the forest filled with trees. And at the top, he placed the sky. God's fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cares. In the middle, he had some fun. He made the hippo that weighs a ton. Then you go, hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Okay, let's just try it. Follow along, okay? If you fall down, get right back up. In the beginning, God made the sea and the forest filled with trees. He made the mountain up so high And at the top he placed the sky. God's fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cares. In the middle he had some fun. He made the hippo that weighed a ton. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Okay, can you go faster? Okay, we're going to go faster, okay? Take a deep breath. Okay, shake your arms. Okay, ready? Okay. In the beginning God made the sea and the forest filled with trees, made the mountains up so high. At the top he placed the sky. His fingerprints are everywhere. It to show how much he cares. In the middle he had some fun. Made the hippo that weighed a ton. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, 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 hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. In the beginning God made the sea and the forest filled with trees. He made the mountains up so high. At the top he placed the sky. His fingerprints are everywhere, just to show how much he cares. In the middle he had some fun. Make the hippo that weighed a ton. Hip, hip, hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Hip, hip, hippopotamus. Hip, hip, hooray, God made all of us. Okay. You may be seated. You ready to see what trouble? What trouble? Where is Matteo? Matteo! Matteo? Matteo, come to the front, please. Thank you. Okay. Okay, you need to go back. Capsize, it's all yours.
Ahoy, ahoy! Aboard the ship, man overboard, ahoy!
Captain Capsize, is that you?
Not ye scurvy dogs again. What are you doing here?
Following the map. The same as you, I suppose. What happened?
You hornswoggled me. That map you foiled off on me.
That map you stole?
Details, details. That map is bunkum. I was following that map, and it said the next treasure was buried by the lighthouse. So I sailed straight for the lighthouse, and the next thing I knew, I heard this awful scraping sound. I was taking on water, and my lovely, fearsome flotsam was turning completely upside down.
I believe the term you're looking for is capsize.
Ah, that's right. She capsized. Wait a minute.
Why did you sail into the wretched reef? The map showed to look for the lighthouse.
I did look for the lighthouse, and I found it, and I sailed straight for the light.
That lighthouse is there to warn you away from the wretched reef, not to sail into it. Didn't you read the map?
That's crazy. Lighthouses be there to show where you can find safe harbor.
Some lighthouses are there to show you safe harbor, and some lighthouses are there to warn you, to show you where submerged dangers are, like hazardous coastlines, dangerous shoals. This lighthouse is here to shed its light on the wretched reef, so that sailors will be able to see the danger even when it's dark and steer clear.
If ye can't sail towards the lighthouse, then how are ye going to be about finding this treasure?
We already found it.
Arr! Rats.
We looked at the map, saw the wretched reef, and knew we would need to avoid it. When we reached the lighthouse, its light clearly lit the wretched reef.
We were just able to sail around the reef and put in just the other side of the lighthouse.
Well, what's in the treasure chest then? Are there ropes of pearls, bars of gold, maybe a spiffy new bowler hat?
We haven't opened it yet. Matteo, will you do the honors?
It's another scroll.
Ah, another musty piece of parchment.
It says, "I am the light of the world." Is that from the book of John as well?
It is. It's from John 8:12.
What does this one mean?
Have you ever really had a really bad day?
You mean like running your beloved ship onto a nasty reef and completely ruining your latest act?
Here, just like that. Or maybe you weren't prepared for tests at school. You had a fight with your best friend, and then you get home and find out you're having something you really don't like for supper.
Like pig's feet and collard greens? I really hate collard greens.
Any of y'all hate collard greens?
Has anybody ever had pig's feet?
How about broccoli? Y'all love broccoli? Or maybe a family member is sick and your parents are fighting or a friend is in trouble. Those bad things that happen are like dangers of sailing, hidden rocks, dangerous reefs, foggy shores, and dark nights. Lighthouses can guide us through all those dangers. They shine light through the dark, clear out the fog, show us the dangers that we otherwise might not be able to see. If we are willing to follow the light.
Hey, I followed the light right onto the wretched reef.
You're supposed to follow the instructions of the light, not run blindly toward it.
So, do not run towards the light.
Sometimes I wonder why I try. Okay, Matteo, if the bad things in life are like dangerous sailing conditions, what does that make Jesus for us?
Our lighthouse?
That's right. That's what Jesus is saying when he says he's the light of the world. He's our lighthouse, our hope.
What? There's something else on the back of the parchment. It looks like another line from that poem. A friend who will always be there to help.
That makes sense. Jesus is always there when the dangers of life surround us. He knows that we are going through what we are going through, and if we pay attention to him, he will lead us safely through the dangers that surround us. He can take a bad situation and bring good out of it. That is treasure indeed. There's another story in John where Jesus takes a bad situation and brings something good out of it.
That's impossible. There's some situations that just can't get any better. Like me, right now. My ship is sunk again. My beautiful hat is ruined. The only way this day can get worse is if Mom fixes collard greens for dinner.
And when we are in despair, just like Captain Capsize here, we can trust that Jesus will shine a light on our way. We can rest in the hope that he gives us. We can know that he shows us a way out of our troubles. In this case, the way out of Captain Capsize's trouble is us. Hand me that rope, will you, Matteo? Captain, I'm going to throw you a line. Catch hold.
Very well, but I will allow you the honor of rescuing me just this once. Heave ho!
That's heave ho.
Yeah, heave me.
Heave me.
Heave me.
And heave. Okay. Teachers apologize. We are just a hair over, but we'll make the best of our schedule. Let's go ahead and dismiss our classes. I believe all our teachers here. Now, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll sing Jesus Loves Me till all the kids have departed, including the teens. But we'll go by the nursery age first. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong, they are weak of the inside. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me.